Ragashanti are the Mixup daddy. Hallelujah. Ragashanti go on and on.
Yes, Ragashanti. Don't you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with scandal side of it.
I Mixup and Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Check. Put on the video, the president.
I Mixup and Blenda time.
Ragashanti live.
Check.
Ragashanti live.
Check.
I Mixup and Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Check. Take it down, president. Take it down.
Ragashanti live.
All right, president, take it down.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
All right, bless up on us, help people. Greetings in the night. My name is Ragashanti. Me and my mama last spit. My Miss Cherry Wash Belly. Once again, greetings all massive and crew. Greetings to all the listeners all over the world. Greetings to all the listeners in Jamaica on the Bridge 99 FM and thing. Bless up on yourself. Everything is everything. Large up. Right away, may I get tonight. So, a man, married, wife and husband and kids. The kids them big though. And thing, but they all live together. And the husband come home one day with a cat. The husband come home with a cat. He bought a cat and bring home the cat. Bring home the cat because, you know, him feel like if I buy a cat and bring home a cat. When he bring home the cat, his wife ask him, so, what is? Him say, I buy a cat. She said, where you buy a cat for what? Listen what I'm saying, you know. Him say, if you keep my company, the people them get big. When them there one, them just standing in them room. And when them in them room, them gone out. So I buy a cat for keep my company. And wife said to him, say, one more company you want with me there. And I said, but yeah, my wife or whatever, for many years or whatever, I just want a cat. She said, but where you going to get cat for then if you didn't want an animal and thing, where you not going to get dog? Listen what she said now, you know. Then a dog man forget. If you're going to get an animal, they're Jamaicans. I mean, but them live up here. New York. For those of you, well, more sounding already, but I just want to confuse people who might be listening for the first time. I broadcast from New York. So the station is in Jamaica, Bridge 99 FM, but I broadcast from the IrieJam studios in New York. So her thing is, okay, fine. You have some need to go get an animal. Remember, you know, they're Jamaicans. But, yeah, man, where you going to get a cat for? Not dog, you did forget. Now, that might sound silly to the sensibilities of people who are listening now, who is a bit more cosmopolitan, a bit more exposed, whether through traveling or through education or through, media. You're not insular in your thinking, and, you're exposed, Now, for those of you who may not understand what is going on here in terms of gender roles, it is not uncommon for cats to be in families in Jamaica. Uptown people, they're very, 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 cats in uptown homes in Jamaica, it's very common. That's like nothing. Cats do exist in country people home and downtown homes too and thing. But as is always the case in any culture, there are some fairly nuanced things there that you have to understand. And if you don't grow up in a working class Jamaican culture, this may sound stupid to you, what she has. I don't agree with her, you know. I'm just say it may sound stupid to you, but there is a cultural logic there. There is a Jamaican cultural logic there. Because what had happened that the man carry on the cat and pet the cat and very loving with the cat. She never liked that. Because to her, there's just something that there is something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that picture, she's saying. And then now she countered by saying, then you know, man. So if you didn't want an animal, why you never get a dog? Because again, you know, in working class Jamaica, it's like, if the man a go pet an animal, what is generally accepted is that man have a dog. So it's quite normal for man pet dog. Where you go buy a cat for? I want this, I want me to you. Yeah, man. Where you gonna buy a cat for? All right. You're pricking are done. We have more fish about this. And when we open the phone line. Several days later, the wife auntie forward at the house and some of the wife friend forward. Before them forward, the husband cook. The husband cook curry goat. When them a eat the food, the wife auntie go ball out, call the wife name. Let me see who they on the wall. Joan cook. Say the wife name Joan. The auntie go say, Lord Jesus, Joan, no man, your cooking improve. Your cooking improve, man. Me have to give it to you, your cooking improve. The husband in ball out, but I'm gonna Joan cook, and me cook. And you know, everybody say, well, I'm a Joan cook. And I say, no, I'm me cook. And then, you know, everybody rate him up and thing. The wife say him this her. Why? She said she always cover film and tell lie film, which is true. Based on what was explained. Like any little thing will come up, the wife have a thing where her husband not for look bad. Right? So any little thing come out there in a public, like someone say, I don't know why she ever tell lie for her husband and cover film. For true. I just fear her thing that, right? So fear her thing you must cover for your partner. Her argument is him never cover for her. Him don't think it's a big deal. Him just say, yo, it's just food. And she said, no, man. You make me look bad. You make me look bad in front of my auntie. And thing and whatever. So the wife now got to fear her friend. And I say, you understand what I say? Him shouldn't do that, man. Him should have cover for me. Because him know my auntie stay and whatever and ray. So I know really a friend them about her, you know. There is something about the auntie, whatever go on with she and the auntie. And thing where she said the husband should have cover for her. She said basically him should have just quiet and hold it. There is something going on in them relationship there that perhaps, you know, we need to understand. I'm not fully cognizant of it, but I know about that cover something there. So the argument that basically you can't debate, you can't make a credible argument on either side, either for the husband or for her, right? But because if she always a cover for him, and finna make him look bad, not care what come up, and she ever come up, like simple little things, you know, like just like the curry goat. So him a say it's a simple little thing, and fear thing is like, nah, man, you should have cover for me, man. And my auntie go have it like, say no, boom, like my cooking dough, if it turn up, you understand? When she a tell fear friend, one of fear friend, say the friend have a fear man named Prezi. The friend go say, So she tell the friend now to, I see him what him go buy cat and bring cat come in a place, you know. For him go buy dog. If him want animal, him never buy a dog. Him go bring cat in a place and in a pet up cat and whatever. So the friend now go say, what go on with them man nowadays? I say, fear man named Prezi. She say, Prezi, him take up this thing and when him a cook, him put on apron. I tell you the little simple little things them we are discussing, you know, but them significant, you know. Him put on apron. Hear the nuance of the thing. When fear friend say, I talk about fear man and go say, yeah, I know one Prezi him go put, yeah, him a find what him a cook. Every man him a cook, him a put on apron. The woman now who are the wife, who are the house, who vex say the man, say her husband, go ball out, say him cook a curry goat. Listen this now, you know. She say, hold on. Him half the apron and put it on full. Right? And what that means, we don't even know about them talk there. But what she was saying, did he roll the apron in half and then tie it around him? Or did he put on the full apron? The other woman said, no, him just put on the full apron from top and then him tie it back on him. Other one said, there's nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. As long as him not half it. People, me not understand nothing where I go on this. Me not understand the part there. Because apparently she's saying, the part that lost me. But apparently she's saying, if him did fold the apron in a half, so it's a full apron in a way you can put the top part over your head and thing. But she said, any him they go fold that and then tie it like the half one. She said, then this so you'd have said something wrong. But she said, since him pull on the apron. Now, my instinctive thing is like, I don't get it. Because if it's a gender thing where, yo, nobody look like woman or whatever, I was thinking that the full apron then, me not busy with them something, you know. Me think that them something are foolishness, you know. Again, for the record, I believe those things are foolishness. But again, when I was training to be an anthropologist, one of the things my advisor, that even though me and him not take tea, you know, but he's racist. But anyway, that's a different story. But one of the things when my advisor did say, well, I'll never forget, him say, as a social scientist, you must be able to explain the simple. And you must have a theoretical framework to explain the simple and try to identify facts to support the theory. Right? But the thing is, nothing wrong if you have an issue with something, or nothing wrong if you disagree with something or you agree with something. He said that part is just everyday thing. What you need to be able to do is to explain the cultural dynamics that resulted in that particular behavior, or whatever behavior it is you're codifying or whatever. You understand? So, along them lines, me did that things at the full apron that look more like a dress then, if you say, whatever. But me no know if when you half it look more like skirt. Me no know. I don't know. But anyway, she said, let me see if anybody say anything. See Karen Harris, the only woman wear half a apron. You know, go market. Well, whoa. To Karen's point, it's true, you know. And I'm just thinking about this now. I mean, you have women who wear full aprons in Jamaica, yeah? However, Those are like, you know, that is not common. Well, it's not common in the Jamaica that I grew up with. Karen is right. It's really half apron. In fact, I mean, Karen's point, but if you're not going to market the part, then, well, I don't know, because the apron we shot about was a different apron. It's not even apron. I'm not call it apron. I'm call it must be bib, something like so. Right? With the big pocket them and thing and them something like that. So we are talking about cooking. So we're not talking about like higgler. But Karen have a point though, in that most apron looking something, them half for true. Them half for true. Yeah. She's right. People, what I'm getting at here, you know, and just so you know, me love them look at something here, you know. Because I love learning and you never stop learning, and right in front of us there's just so much going on that we very often don't even realize. And these are some simple things that one would be inclined to say, but that is foolishness. That is nonsense. I can't believe you're making an uproar over that, and you know the cliche, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. But again, when it comes to identity construction, who you are, and when it comes to the gender element, who a man and who a woman, it's these little subtleties at work, you know. So anyway, the woman, the man wife, I tell fear friend say, nah man, from him put on the full apron, that good man, as long as him never wrap it in a half. And you know, well, it's not common in Jamaica, but me see man wear half apron, you know, but it's rare. It's rare. So there's a third party to the thing now. Who did I say? It's a similar thing with you and when you did there with a girl there and her cat, and you and her cat are war because you're a man and you never like your cat and the cat never like you. And then me have to explain to him, and I said, no, that was a totally different situation. And he said, no, then I same thing with cat. What the man a wife up a cat for? You know, it's a Jamaican man wife up cat again, which is wrong. Uptown Jamaica. The person who may talk to, him not really mix with uptown Jamaicans. Me neither, you know. I don't really mix with them. I grew up around them. And I have to talk to Karen. Right? But I don't grow up around them, so I am unqualified to speak on you know, fully, authoritatively on uptown Jamaican cultures, like upper class Jamaican cultures. However, I mean, I grew up around them, but after I got my Ph.D. and I went back and I was a lecturer at the University of the West Indies and blah, 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 blah. You know, I was, on multiple occasions, I had reason to be in their midst, and I was able to see some of the things. So I have some knowledge of it, but I cannot speak firmly of it. But from what I saw, and given that traditionally uptown Jamaicans, they have always had a closer proximity to North American and Western European culture. And in North America and Western Europe, cats are, you know, they're very domesticated, and cats are a big deal. Not to mention England, where you have dog shows and cat shows and all these things and whatever. So, you know, that I understand. So uptown Jamaican say. So when you hear me I say certain things, we have to make the distinction there, because there's some things that happen in uptown Jamaica when we don't happen in downtown Jamaica, and vice versa. Well, it follows. And thing, all right? So you have so the bread, you know. So I had a situation where I want to know the story with Boomer, the cat Boomer. So I was dating somebody years ago. And you know, when we lived in West Haven, Connecticut, she got herself a cat. And but she grew up with animals, you know, and she had the close proximity thing there. And she have that something that she will eat she a eat and the spoon where she a eat with, she a use that to feed the cat. Me no join that something there. Me no join that something there. Whatever. So me never comfortable with it. But me give her a space. I'm tell her any spoon you use and I eat with the cat. You know, just show me whatever. But anyway, she had this thing where the cat wanted. So I wasn't there all the time because I was traveling back and forth. And the cat was our company, and the cat sleep with her in the bed. So when me come there, the cat want to sleep in the bed too with me and her. I love cats. I love cats and dogs. I actually love cats and dogs, right? I'm that guy. Love for pet animals and them something, you know. But me no want a cat come sleep in a bed with me and my woman. No, me not depend that. And boom, I was very, very stubborn about it and thing. And I tried to work out a compromise. Me, a grown man, I try to work out a compromise with Boomer. Sit down sleep at the foot of the bed. Since you used to sleeping at the bed with her when me not there, you not sleep up here when me and her there. And me and her for cuddle and spoon and all the things them. Turn down there so. If you want to sleep on the bed, stay at the foot of the bed. But in the night now, when we left Boomer, in the night, Boomer would take time as creature come up in the hours and all them something there. So I start while him up and I saw me and Boomer kick off and thing and she didn't even like that either. And you know, them look at something they start worry about, are we compatible because you this and that with animal. No, I just don't want to sleep with the cat. I don't have no problem with the cat. Me and Boomer cool. I just want Boomer sleep and I cuddle up with me and all them something up in my face and anything and whatever. So that was a different situation than what came about with this brother who go get him cat. That's a totally different situation. But again, when I may have something else in about my oh Lord, why don't I write down these things? But anyway, but again, so what we have, the first thing, the man come home with a cat. His wife said, again, they're Jamaicans. That is important. They are Jamaicans living in New York. The man come home with a cat. The wife is like, we are bringing home animal from Reggae and, you know, so affectionate with the cat. There was something uncomfortable about it. Because cat, they are ghetto, you know. But the intimacy that people have with cats up here in America, that intimacy and really they are ghetto. Like people have them cat a ghetto and them like them cat and them pet them. But them not have that closeness there with them. You know? That is not common. That is not standard. You know, it's not a staple in ghetto to have, you know, for say like the typical man a cuddle cat. But, again, it's culturally acceptable for the man them have dog. You know, the regular thing that Jamaica man have him pet dog and worse if a dog bad and, you know, you grew up man them always feed them dog or give them dog or ganja tea and them something that ton cornmeal. One time ton cornmeal was primary dog food, you know. And you put all ganja seed in it and make them get bringle and all. We grew up with that something there, you know. And you know, the whole thing about the loyalty of the dog and all them something there and the man's best friend thing. That is accepted. So here you have a wife now I say, she have a problem, her husband go get to an animal and come and get affectionate with him. Whereas the animal is a cat. Then the next thing now, the man cook a curry goat, him wife, auntie come in, the auntie go ball out, said, Jesus, you know, said the wife named Joan, and I said, Joan, why you cooking, turn up man, your cooking gets so better. Your cooking gets so better. The man go ball out. I know Joan cook it. I mean cook a curry goat and whatever. Joan begs, because Joan say she cover for him all the while. So him should have cover for her. Again, it may not look like a big deal, this, so. But among some Jamaican, the cooking thing there with woman and all them something there, you have all kind of dynamics associated with that where redounds to what people think about you or what image people have of you and all these things, you know. How competent you are as a woman, you know, that case there. Again, people, the whole issue, whether or not you agree with it, that is another issue. I just tell you what. And again, no, say, and it's instructive that she never really have a problem say our friend them here. And the auntie she worry about, again, the older person, the kind of matriarch type of thing, that a mother figure to get approval from her thing or whatever, this and that. So the auntie, she did kind of say, boy, you shouldn't even go make my auntie know. To which fear friend go say, boy, I don't know what going with them man nowadays, you know. I see him here, and again, like say she referred to fear man, and say fear man in prison. She say, I see him in prison from what they cook him put on an apron. Again, I mean, on the surface, these things are silly. Who cares if the man put on an apron? In modern times now, who cares? But again, you'd be remiss if you just dismiss this as just say it's just total foolishness and they're being stupid or whatever, without understanding the cultural context from which these things are coming. And in this instance, it's a traditional Jamaican context. We talk old school Jamaican. I won't say old school when I talk 18th century or whatever. We talk up to, 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever, right? And to which, I learned something tonight, and he was right there in front of me. The man wife said to fear friend, say, him did half. I want to say, when me hear the term, I say half, I think mean cut the apron or whatever, like, I'm being stupid there. But she said, him did half the apron, meaning fold it, as was explained. And she said, nah, man, you don't have nothing to worry about if him put on the full apron. But if him half it, then she said, you'd have something to worry about. And and she, Karen just made the point that, yeah, a woman half them apron, which is true. Like, what usually obtains is the woman them who half them apron. But again, these are some simple little behaviors. People sometimes when they're on somebody on a turn off from them, or on a turn on by them. And sometimes we're not able to explain it. And you say, I don't know, I just not like him, or I don't know, I just not like her, or my spirit, or whatever, these or that. But very often, these are the simple but powerful cues, that are at work, things that you learn, but you're not aware that you learn them. But you're seeing it, and you're not, but you're processing it subconsciously. You're not even fully aware that you're actually processing those little details. Oh, the other thing, President, let me just tell him this before. This is a different situation. A lady, I don't know if she's Jamaican though. She's black, but I don't know if she's Jamaican. But the man is Jamaican. But she washed clothes and she washed the bathroom rug with him jeans them. She rang. Wash bathroom rug with no farmer clothes. The rug, where you put, the one where you put in front of the bathroom and the one where you put in front of the toilet. She wash it with the man jeans. But then now, him go say she nasty. Him say a nasty girl that. And then my question is nasty too strong a word for use this one? Is it that she's nasty or she just can't wash? In a machine, she put in the machine, washing machine. So again, is it that she's nasty? Or is it that she just don't know how to wash properly? Because if you don't know how to wash clothes properly in a washing machine, it doesn't necessarily mean say you're nasty. But I guess he's saying, yeah, we understand that. But when you go so as far as to put your bathroom rug with him jeans them, him say that is nasty. Is she nasty? All right, we're going to take a break. I'm going to take a break on calling pan them thing and tell me one thing. And then calling pan anything else you want to call him pan as usual, all right? Let's soon forward.
It's the Bridge 99 FM.
How you deal with?
Gonna leave.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Yeah, man, back in the juggling and thing. Phone line, what my right now, proper. The phone line from Jamaica is 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Bridget, put on the video. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Prezi? 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 Prezi, put on the video. Put on the video. Put on the video. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Phone call. Greetings. Hello. Well, go on, cutie.
Midday.
Too cute. I want me here call you too cute what my night. That me go work with you know.
Robert.
Robert call you too cute. That's your name.
Nice, clean self, Robert.
Well, go on, too cute.
Midday, my love. Me just want to say evening to you
Blessings.
and all your listeners, yard and abroad.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Raga, with the man with the cat, me no problem with it. Anybody can have one pet.
No, but you see any logic in her where she has say like she has say her argument. So when you buy cat come for you, what, not dog man for buy. Is there something there for? Is there something there for us to understand?
Me not see nothing wrong with that. Me
Okay.
no wrong with that. Cause me have a cat, but he can't come in on no bed and sleep anywhere in the house, on the mat, under the bed, on the closet top.
Exactly.
All in the bathroom. Me turn on the bathroom one night, I go use it, and a cat spread out in a bathroom.
Spread out in there, seeing. But not by your bed.
No bed.
Not in
no
your bed.
bed.
Okay. Thank you.
And for the food now, the man could have hold it and not say nothing.
Seeing.
I make the wife say, you know, say, I was the cook.
No, but even if she never said that, him could have still clutch. Worse like how she always have him back. And worse like how him know say a fear thing that like, yo, no make neither will not make the other one look bad out in the public or to anybody if we have each other back, you know? Yeah. And she did hold the order there from long time. So yeah, I can see where she have a right to say, come on man, you should have my back right. You know my auntie still already.
True man, he never have to ball about
Yeah.
and me cook, man.
Yeah.
And with the apron now, you have man wear half a apron a market.
Yeah, no. But is it common?
Yeah.
Is it common?
No, not like women.
Oh, okay.
Not like women. And you know, so when you cook now, you wear the whole of bib. I know I mess up in clothes.
Well, you see, like when Karen did, I say if you not go market. So, me know say she a refer to, because we in Jamaica, you know, apron really different from bib, you know.
Yeah.
Right? But some people say bib and think a apron, but we make a distinction, right? So most of the eagle them a bib them have on with a big pocket, and of course them lime a fit in it and them nutmeg a fit in it. Right?
Yes,
In the bib. Lime and nutmeg a fit in it and thing. You know.
And garlic too.
Oh, and garlic too?
Yeah, man, them put garlic in there too.
Me don't know about the garlic. Me know about lime and nutmeg.
Man. Yes, it's three of them, garlic. Not one time, you know, you either can use nutmeg if you want, you can use lime if you want, and you can use garlic
so whatever
if you
reason them put the garlic in there for is the same reason them put the nutmeg and the
want.
lime?
Same reason, yeah, that's
Okay.
the money not disappear.
That money not disappear. And
Yes.
me not too cute. What you know about this thing with Jamaican eagles where them don't want them first customer to be a woman. The woman them don't want them first customer to be. You know about that, some of that?
Me hear about it, but me no know why it fine.
Now, man, I grew up around England, and them would dead, and if the first person I buy from them a woman, I doubt it's like that anymore. I doubt it. I think it's like enough of them old time customers.
I tell them, say them no have it.
You tell them, say them have it, I say, circle me, circle me, circle me. When my boss I sale first with a man, and then you circle me and thing or whatever. But there is some type of unfortunate negativity being attributed to women there. And thing like, but again, them look at customs there, you know. Some of them, you know, you see people and you will be surprised how people are live by them, you know, and I follow them. And if you don't pay attention, you probably don't even notice where I go on.
Exactly. And Raga, stop, make your blood pressure go up over Mr. Never Wrong and him.
What do you... No, man, that is just funny, you know. What do you mean blood pressure? When you see me go on and like me, I kill up myself, you know.
Mr. Never Wrong, she, Mr. Never Wrong, say she has in go
no, man.
Say him.
Me know, but that is all entertainment, you know. It's just like, it's just a thing. It's become a thing, you know. You know, say, I call him on a Friday, you know, say, you know, film thing that. And it's not film for a lot of Jamaica. I know educated, accomplished Jamaicans up here. Until to the day, them still refer to woman as him.
Hey, may I tell my sister say never rang that foreign. She can't believe. Tell her she listen to the radio. Tell her make she believe you.
What you mean she can't believe say a foreign? The man live a Bronx.
The real never rang chat bad.
No, him not chat bad, you know. Him speak with an accent from the region of Jamaica where him come from. So it's not talk bad. Why you think that is talk bad? Why you think that is chat bad?
I think call everybody him.
Oh, him. But again, you know, I mean, he has a forceful way of speaking. And, you know, him have this kind of vociferous passion when him speak with and whatever. So him come over with this confidence. You know, them people when they must say something when you know, where it's not correct, but them say it's so strong, you can't help but notice and react to it. But, again, him now do not know what tens of thousands of Jamaicans not do.
That's true.
What? Not about educated Jamaicans who come from, you know, the country area and all and something, and them say him, them keep on refer to. Well, on, me here, woman, you know, Jamaican woman refer to other woman as him, you know.
Yeah, me know. You know if you tell me that, me know, brother.
So I know film fault, I just grew up with that something there, you know, so.
That's true. Anyway,
yeah, man.
It's a never wrong and Robert, I'm a favorite. Yeah, big up yourself, Raga.
All right, too cute. Bless up yourself, my love and blessings here. All right, cool. Next call, 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996 from Jamaica. Good night, caller. Hello.
Good night, Raga.
What go on?
Not much there.
See?
For the caller where put the jeans with the bathroom rug.
Yeah, you know, so I forgot to ask too cute about that. Talk to me, yeah.
For me, a nasty, but for some America, that's not nasty.
Explain.
I was in Florida at a home, and the young lady that did do the laundry, okay? The same wash rag that she used wash the bathroom and the toilet.
Hold on, you never said toilet. You never said toilet a while ago. You did not say toilet.
What is it?
You never said a toilet. You really said the rag what she used wash the bathroom and the toilet, or she come out and clean the bathroom and the toilet. What she wash it with? What she wash it with?
I hate wash the plate them. Raga, me
you serious?
Me no put on what I talk.
You serious?
Raga, that's why most people when them go at the homes, they carry the plate and everything, don't use the patient. But me tell you, this girl, she was an American. It's in Florida. And when she washing the patient them clothes, the dirty mat them were there at the doorway. She put it with the clothes.
One thing when me see one do one time, she put the sneakers them in with the clothes in the machine, you know, the sneakers.
Well, that woman here, she put in the dirty dirt. Rain didn't even fall the weekend, and she said she had washed the patient them clothes. She put the patient clothes with the dirty mat.
With the mat. Just wash everything together, don't?
Wash everything. And the same wash rag where wash the dishes them, it's cover the bathroom.
But what may I say? I mean, if we make some accommodation for cultural differences and we say, well, you know, I saw them do that something there. Hold on. But may I say, if we are going to say, well, you know, there's some differences. Once you go different country, people are going to do things differently and whatever. You don't think so then some sort of exception should have make in other instances? Yeah. You don't I don't even them. That just sound like common sense to me.
Me carry my own water, I don't eat there. I carry my own water when me I go there.
And them there's something of nastiness, right? A nastiness that, right?
But that's a not downright nasty.
Downright, okay, all right. So hold on. So leave out the rag because I wonder that a nastiness as far as I'm concerned. The rag where I wash the toilet and the bathtub, I eat, I wash the plate. I'm like, seriously? Yo, we don't even mix. You ever hear people that cuss people at Jamaica and say, hey, girl, I want to see she going to share somebody a plate cloth on dish towel. You ever hear that saying that? All right. So we don't even mix a dish towel with the plate cloth, right? And two different jobs them they have right there, so right?
Two
different jobs. Much less we go use the toilet one. That you see that now? The flat out nastiness that. That's a flat out nastiness. With the other things them, is there room for say, well, and a nastiness, but I saw she don't know what she are doing. Probably she clean otherwise and bathe every day otherwise and take care of herself. But when it come to washing, she just don't know how to wash.
You don't know how to wash, then now you hear the same thing, you know? And that means the same thing she do her house.
Well, yeah, because that is what she know. But may I say, is that nastiness or she just don't know better?
Nastiness.
Okay. No, the rag part, you know. The rag a clean toilet and bathroom and go and wash dishes. That's a nastiness. Because I think it's common sense in there, so.
So you know,
common
you
sense
know
in
the owner for the home. I call her up and I tell her, I say you need to color code your wash rag because this and that is happening.
And what she said?
She do it. She did color code. When I was leaving, she did color code. Say the white one is only for the bathroom, and the colored one is for the kitchen.
All right. Let me tell you something. When I come a foreign, me come here this. Do you know that there are people out there? From them born and a beard, they have never used a rag.
Yes.
Just the soap them use and rub up.
Just the soap and rub up. That's true.
You know, say a foreign me come know say that I go on?
Well, a foreign let me know it. Because when I went over there, that's what I see.
Let me tell you something, man. When me did I go school, me never like beard because the water they cool at morning time. Worse for me the morning shift.
I have to bathe.
Right? And you have to bathe, right? No. But what I'm saying is, even when bathing is just like this traumatic thing for me, right? When you go do something, the rag have to involve. You follow what I say? Even if you not make the water wet you first and lean over and wet the rag first and whatever this, the rag have to, because you know beard.
That Ranga, I have to use soap and I have to use water. And you know, I use that, I beard. It still feels sweaty, sticky.
No, me not talk about the. No, when I say them use soap and water, them just not use a rag.
Yeah, then that's something for rubber where you gonna use rubber off the dirt and so. The soap and water just that alone can.
No, because I wonder doing because sometimes when you're picking you be a proper line, your mother come in and say, "Can you not be you not clean back of your ears?" And when you get that scrub down there, when you get that scrub down there from your mother and thing and whatever, and when you come out your skin cool like our and what so me I say for them to leave them in I'm talking about adults, I'm not talking about young people, I'm talking about adults. And them and these hold on, and these are really nice people, the first set of people we get from was in Connecticut, Colebrook, Connecticut. Husband and wife. They said they have never used a rag out. Them just bathe with soap.
Raga, the difference with the foreigners and we out here, listen. You see when them have a shower, always the bathroom. The Jamaican are the same rag where you made with your wipe off with.
When them have a shower, what?
The foreigners, they always have towel in the bathroom.
Well,
come out, them use the towel.
Them use the towel dry off.
Yeah, we know are the same wash rag we use and dry off. Is it different? Yeah.
No. When me I grew up, I don't know about you, but when me I grew up and who we grew up with, we never have towel like that. So we never have no towel. So
that may I tell you, sir,
no. But what I'm saying, it is standard now amongst Jamaicans for a long time for use them towel, man. Jamaicans, them towel, man. Towel is a standard thing now. It has been a standard thing for a long time now. Mm-hmm. But people still dry off with the rag first and then them dry off. Them finish dry off with a towel.
Yeah.
But we have to dry off with the rag and wring it out, man. And then the only way that not work is unless you bathe with them for something there, them for sitting there, them sitting there. But from Jamaica, I use rag. Caribbean people, them again, I talk about English speaking Caribbean people. I don't know about the Spanish, them and the French. But them, them dry off with a rag. Because when you dry off with the rag wet, so it's still, even though you dry off, you have a thin film of moisture upon you. And then you go in your towel now and you seal it up with your towel. Because you don't want your towel get too wet when it's dry too, because you don't want it to get too moldy and all these things and whatever. Right. But them little cultural differences are with them something, man. It's always fascinating to me or whatever. So you say she nasty, the woman nasty who watch the man jean. Because nothing but in a fear mind, the jeans them tough and so them can't wash with the bath rug them.
But she could separate them.
No, but I'm saying that has to be the logic in her mind. That I'm not going to wash the bath rug with my lingerie or the shirt, but we can't wash it with the tough jeans, man. I'm just thinking that some reasoning like that in her mind.
The rug tough, so she put all the tough things
exactly,
together.
Yeah, something like that are going in her mind,
And probably she not even, I think, probably if somebody just said something to her, she would think twice, but...
No, okay, and I know what you mean. That was your way of saying, when you say she not think, because she's clearly thinking, but when you say she not think, you just basically, I said, probably she just don't even know. Say,
she never realized.
Yeah, she don't. It's not even right. Exactly. That's my point. Probably if somebody said to her now, then she should have said, okay. And do it another way. She just put the jeans first, and then when the jeans finish, she put in the rug. If you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
If you don't, hold on. And in truth, we see it and we make it bad away. But if it not bother them and them life happy and whatever, who are we to tell them there's something wrong over there?
Brother, when you go at the laundromat, you ever see some clothes that them put in and take out of there?
Well, let me tell you something. When me just come find, me make some of them mistake them. I mean, me instinctively now go do some of them craziness there where we are debate if it whatever. But this whole thing like, no, you don't put light colors with dark colors, and you don't wash your jeans with so and so, and Me never know them some of them.
Well,
Me never know them
me
some.
say, we go Poughkeepsie and go to the laundromat.
Poughkeepsie too.
Yeah.
The same place with me
Yeah,
too.
I
Yeah.
love Poughkeepsie.
Mm-hmm.
And Raga, me see this young man come and do him laundry, and me say, Raga, me feel it for him. Raga, if you ever see the white clothes them, him socks, him undershirt, him underpants them, him fat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Raga, them they come in like say him have them from 2 years ago and them never ever wash.
One
the
thing,
sheet them.
one thing me say a laundromat though, where
Me say, no.
me know say that is a huge no. Is I mean nobody believes me attack women or anything. I'm just saying that's what me say a foreign.
Oh,
And
with
it's
them
not
underwear.
Jamaican. Yeah, and them just throwing the women, them underwear, wash with everything.
Everything.
Everything. Them wash them underwear with everything. And I watch them. You just see, because them they right beside there or whatever.
Some of them, I not even say them wash it out before, you know, when they change it and then say no.
Right.
When me go
No.
laundry, you know?
No. It's just everything out of the laundry bag or the laundry basket. And you just see them underwear. All of them underwear in there with them jeans, them this, them that. And everything washed together.
Everything.
Everything washed together.
That's
Interesting.
what I tell them, saying, I say, if you notice when Jamaicans traveling, they just open them wardrobe and take out things. But if you notice, most of these American people, when they come in, they always, when they come, Raga, you notice they always have on a white sneakers, brand new sneakers, a jeans that look new, and a white T-shirt. Everything new.
No, that is relative, you know, because Americans are notorious for wearing just dirty old sneakers and don't care. Which speaks,
No, but if you
no, yeah, the black people, them, they tend to wear white, clean sneakers and things, but like the white people, man, whatever, listen, because what is going on here, you know, is a whole different, again, culture.
Culture.
All
The culture is different.
all right, let me show you a thing, you know. Think about it. There are some things right now that we would never do. But back in the day, would we, right? When you hear me always talk about people who iron jeans and put seam in it, right?
Yeah, put seam.
All right.
We'll never do that again.
No, nobody not do that anymore. But back in the day, because remember, say when we grew up, I get to, you know, jeans wasn't a thing for we.
Right.
Jeans wasn't a thing for we, right?
Big old denim jeans. Them.
No, we never would, and jeans wasn't a thing. Jeans wasn't in our mix. I when the farm worker and them travel and again, people may talk about ghetto, may not talk about uptown. But when the
Right.
farm worker and them travel and them come, remember the lead jeans that them did come back with the lead jeans, and then jeans just became ubiquitous and
Corduroy, jeans and corduroy.
because it was a flip for we. Because up here, this custom made clothes, tailor made and whatever.
Yeah.
For we, that was poor people clothes when we grew up. Remember that dressmaker and tailor. We got tailor and dressmaker. That was poor people clothes when we grew up, right? And it was the uptown people who got Lee's Fifth Avenue and them store there. And them did wear jeans. We never wear jeans. But you remember when we grew up and we see uptown people and white people that wear jeans, go church and wedding and we lose our mind?
Yeah.
You remember them days?
Graduation.
Yeah, and we are saying, we can't believe our jeans, man. And look there now, it's like nothing to it. The point I'm making is that the meanings we place on these clothes, right?
Right.
They're culturally defined. And if it's, you know, if it's in your cultural setting and it's not a problem to them, perhaps we should be careful or we rush for judge them and say them nasty, because I guarantee you, they are seeing things that we do that we're cool with it, and them think like, yo, they're really weird, and
Weird.
So there are differences all around. So, we don't have to agree with it and do it. Hold on. We don't have to agree with it and do what them do. But perhaps we want to be a little bit more restrained in being quick for judge them and say, I'm nasty, man. 'Cause we know we just not do it. But that's how them raised, so who will tell,
That's how they know it.
Yeah, that's how them know it. But may I take some of that call here?
All right, good night.
Yeah, man. Yo, big and serious, in general, And we know say, you know, a white people who kind of push this, you know, this fashion thing, you know, haute couture and all these things and whatever, the whole thing about designer and, you know, led by the French and the Italian and so forth and things like that. So this whole emphasis where, you know, all this value is placed on these brand things and whatever, we know say, I feel them think that. But at the same time, in an everyday capacity, they relate to clothes very differently from us. You know, clothes is not a big deal to them. And aligning certain clothes with certain events, from a long time, it has been a bigger deal for black folks who, again, based on the social order where we grew up in and whatever, where white people did set the standard. You know, I come from racism and all them something they saw. When we get bossing at it, you know, we start, you know, prize the thing them and relate to the thing them as if, say, they're also important, because once we were able to acquire them, they became symbols of advancement and upliftment and a rise for us to the point where, you know, we believe that we were in a whole different setting, you know, right? So enough of we grew up with, you know, a lot of the girls, you have a one dress. When them young people don't know what I talk about, but, you know, them have a one dress, them pretty dress, where you know, so that one day you wear, go event, and that one dress was the world. You know, if you have your going out shoes and your judging shoes and thing, and now no found no does have one well about shoes and thing coming like nothing, but just think about the meaning that you place back then for your going out shoes and your judging shoes. You're going out, when you put on your going out shoes, you walk slow. You walk slow. You walk slow like a Steve Austin $6 million man or whatever, because you're bossy. Right? But they, because it wasn't that big a deal to them, they didn't feel the need to carry it as much. And that is why, again, when it comes to certain events, when black people just really start fly, I be a dress up, we dress up, you know. When me say all white people come and playing in them pyjamas with them this and them slippers and shorts and thing, back in the day, people wouldn't understand. This was like a big deal back in the day. We're like, they just set them up on the plane. And we, again, the way we did relate to clothes and the event was, you travel, you go on plane. You have to dress up. You have to dress up. You have to dress up, right? And that difference was always there. Internationally, between nations, but interculturally also. All right. Who remember when we used to go, I don't know if this going to Jamaica, but every school always have a barbecue. Every high school always have a barbecue. And when ghetto people are go barbecue, me know not go post up in something them. When we have a barbecue, nothing a bossy like we, nothing a glitter like we. Hey, you have some people wear some dress and thing go barbecue, you don't think a ball them a go. But if you go one of them school there, let me there Calabar. I'm there my little girlfriend at Arden, and I'm going to get my little glitter shirt and my this and that and whatever. The uptown people, them, they just, you know, was a big deal for them. Them, you know, them little jeans and them t-shirt and them sneakers and we dress no post foot. Because we don't have it like them, you know. We don't grow up with it like them. To them, it's nothing. You know, to them it's nothing, so it's not that big a deal. And again, it's all relative, you know. I remember say them go buy all kind of expensive designer thing, but just in art, certain event where we make a big deal about them, make a big deal about it. when we are go graduation at high school at Jamaica. So Navlet say, yeah. All right. So Karen Harris, she said, I just wear my jeans and tank top. I uptown people Karen grew up wrong. And that them wear go barbecue. And I remember, and here's the thing, you know. Here's the thing now, you know. You see, if you did go like Charlie Smith, them school that was secondary school, they're high school now, but anyway, we go like Norman Manley or you know, Charlie Smith or even Haile Selassie and thing and them school, everybody dress up, you know. Everybody dress up. Everybody dress up. Right? Because I be a ghetto people go to them school. Where you saw the difference is when you go events where the upper middle class people them go. One time I go Feta Immaculate and the first time I go Fet me dress no post foot. When me go in I be a t-shirt me see up there and whatever. I said them couldn't dress better. What couldn't dress better? It's so them dress I feel them thing that. And again, you know, the way them dress doing, you know, it was actually in line with North American dressing, particularly from the 60s. Who remember the movie Grease? Right? Remember Grease? With the whole thing with white t-shirt and jeans. Right? That was the attire there. And what was really going on was that, you know, the uptown people, their culture was more aligned with, you know, North America. Back then it was a big deal if you go to America. It's not a big deal now, but I can tell you back then, huge deal, you know, for them. So that was their norm, that was more aligned. And of course, them did them disco music too. And them thing, let the music play, keep on every day, no. And them I do them thing or whatever. But it was just for them culture. So perhaps we need to be, you know, we know. Let me see why people must say right. So Sugar Dean say, I did want to kick my granny. Sugar Dean, why you don't want to kick your granny? Novely said, I did have my disco skirt and body suit. Nakita said, you notice that this still true this day. We poor people just extra while uptown people with money no care. Well, that's true. I've seen it all the time. Replying to Tina. Girl, one time ago, my mother come for me early that some event. Me did wear heels, cause me did extra, that's Delmarine. Yo, every time I look a girlfriend, man, I'm going to go on Arden barbecue, cause of Arden she did go, I'm going to go there. Remember I tell you, say, people, me glitter out. Be a glitter, me go get one shirt. I be a gold glitter on it, man. When me a walk in that thing, say me a one bigger level starlight. You understand? When me say glitter like, wow. And when me go there, she look like, what is that you're wearing? Cause she in a for them thing, you know, like, what do you wear? I mean, say, well, the barbecue me come. Then I say, my hat out. I mean, they look like Claffy. One of the uptown pitting them, like, you know. So, again, you know, if you go the Holy Family and the Charlie Smith and them school, not a problem, you know. Because once event I keep, be a get up and them things, everybody dress up. But if you go event at Calabar, GSC, Arden, Campion, Andrews, Holy Child with them, Queens, Immaculate. Me I talk about the Kingston corporate here, that me know. But I'm sure the same thing, Montego be in them place, the man will have for them version too and whatever. And when you go there, so now you see the difference because it's two different socioeconomic demographic in terms of, you know, which part of society you live and you come from and all them something there. So again, I'm saying we have our thing where we think it cool and whatever. But just like when me, they go the barbecue at Arden and my girlfriend Oretta look for me and have a kind of attitude and start all hide me out and whatever, this and that and I never end nothing with me. But later on, years later, do she draw from me, I do a different story that. But anyway, but just like how she did a look at me and I said, what the hell? Where him come here so far? I'm not going to walk beside him. And then I walk beside him, I come like me, I walk around big a bright light and thing. And she allow me out. And just give me a small talk late in the night when I look at dark corner and thing and don't even give me no knowing, you understand? Yeah, because me just threw me a glitter out. A south me I come from them time there. You understand? And hot out a barbecue. Not a barbecue. I saw we just a barbecue. So just like how them can look on we with our normal. What we cool with. And them can look on we and probably say we are butu. Never see come see claffy or whatever. And we may in defense say, no, but this is what we used to and whatever. With some of them things that we wouldn't do, and that's fine. What we would have considered nasty, and that's fine. Perhaps we want to be a little bit careful in our willingness or speed to indict them, in terms, and say that, they're nasty or something like that, because on some level, on some fundamental level here, it's just differences in socialization, differences in how you were raised. I still hold though. That one day where they call in and talk about with the rag. We clean the toilet and go do the... No, minute. No, that one day nasty. And we can't say it nasty. A standard thing. People understand. We know, bathroom and toilet type of thing. You just know. We know what activities occur in that environment, right? So, you don't mix them there with the plate where, People, when we are wash dishes I grew up, the plate cloth not for touch a dish towel. It's like the plate cloth not get no ratings, The plate cloth we all just wipe out the kitchen sink, and wash out, script it and thing. And when you're done, you just wash it right beside the pipe. And right beside the pipe, the plate cloth go. The plate cloth not get bright and gone up where the plate them there, How the dish towel go up there, so? So the dish towel ever have bigger ratings than the plate cloth? The thing is hierarchical, right? So we just know, you just learn from example, and you just don't mix them. The plate cloth ever they down at the sink area, the plate cloth not get bright and the plate cloth don't even travel. The dish towel will travel and more time the dish towel will all go up on the table. The dish towel, more time you all use the dish towel for all the Pyrex sticks when it hot when you carry out 2 steam fish and all them things. So the dish towel get little ratings right now, we all go up on the table. Sometimes somebody will come to you and attack you and whatever, you may all walk out with your dish towel in your hand. Because the dish towel have outside ratings. The plate cloth don't have them ratings there. The plate cloth stay at the sink, and the sink it stay at the sink. Wipe off the pipe. Wipe out this. Hello, Carla, hello. Hello.
Night, Raga.
What go on?
Well, no, sir. Me can't feel kill me off in energy.
Talk up my energy. Where me kill you off? I laugh, you laugh. No. Talking on your phone when I hear your voice. No? Well, we not you do something with the phone, You're not speaking on the phone. We not.
No, man, me say me almost sleep you. Me say go bathroom.
All right. Hold on, you the on speakerphone, earpiece, or Bluetooth?
No, sir.
I don't know what I'm going with your head.
You know, so probably, you think a earphone see me and the second, my voice a loop back. I don't know something with the thing when them set it up at Jamaica, they mix minus, them my voice a loop back to me, you know?
You look so, yeah, me say them talk about barbecue, Raga. I have an experience at my school barbecue.
What
You
happened?
can't laugh.
Tell me.
You can't laugh about, you know, but we could laugh there, Raga. They would not say it's not just 6 o'clock curfew.
No, talk a little louder in the phone, no?
No, me I say me they go get 6 o'clock curfew.
Yeah, stay right there, sir, yeah.
So me with me no safe now decide say me now come home 6 o'clock or 6 o'clock no start yet. So me no sound right, you know. Hold on then when me in a barbecue now, cause you know you have a little high school, you know, I sit down and I have a little nice time with the high school boyfriend and all them. Kept that loud, you know, cause me no want to know because I was such a saint, never have a boyfriend, lie at the Raga.
So who care? Go and talk, you know. You know business. Long time that.
Why you see me today? When me look Raga like you know, like me that name Pussy Red. Pan the people them big night. Pussy Red.
I am at a come for you. I am at a come for you at the barbecue. Hey God.
When me look, mother come left, father come right. Raga.
Yeah, do about the same thing with you. I read you depend, you know, you're not your baby. Remember, say I read you depend. You got your voice, you know, going back like bedroom voice.
Yeah, me know.
Yeah, just talk up louder, yeah.
Yeah, man, me say me see one carrot up over left, one come right. Raga, I'll run in the middle and I find a taxi as fast as I can and reach home and sit down.
You find a taxi?
Me say, because I run out, you know. Because me have to pass me curfew. When me reach home, me say, hey, look how long me reach home, I know nobody never there, and I say, sit down and wait.
Okay. When you're lucky, you could have take taxi. That was the other thing. When we go barbecue, you know, first of all, you know, say, more than like, when the barbecue done, we have to go walk on the plaza. Sorry? You have to walk by your plaza. Well away, like 10 man and 10 woman, 10 girl. And your girlfriend, you have to walk on the plaza. And by the time you don't walk on the plaza, bus stop run. You know what that mean?
Me never have time. Me say that you can name bigger announce and my friend them I say, oh, what kind of stress do you feel? Most of the people start to look for me because people know who me be. Yeah, I say no.
See. Boy, you manage to get to him, you never get no beaten though, right?
Beaten to him, I see me work my brain and I come and sit down well good and face big up and say, look how long I sit down in the dark.
All right, now say a word, man. You balance out your thing. Bless up yourself here. All right, cool. You see, even that's something there in terms of. I remember when I was younger, I watch TV, and they were showing back the thing when John F. Kennedy dead and how him wife. Them a rate her how composed she was, and you know, they must say, boy, she's strong. I remember my mother. Did I watch? Because somebody TV would I watch. I think a Sister Moshe TV would I watch. I remember my mother. I watched that TV, the black and white TV. I hear the person a big up. Her name at the time was Jacqueline Kennedy. A big up her compose. I remember my mother and her friend them I say. Then she didn't love that the man there. And she just stand up stiff so I don't even a ball or nothing or whatever. She can't love that the man now. Because where we come from, you know. When if I call balling a funeral, I'll jump down in the grave and come back, you know, dead and you know, see them some uptown people crying, don't get me wrong. Then cry. But them not do that dramatic something there. when me the Calabar and parents are come for pick me and I go and bother school and whatever, it's always the ghetto parents them, you know. The uptown parents, them, you know, when them come to school, you doubt if you even hear when them there at school and whatever, and them calm and thing and whatever, and them go do it. You know? Them in other dramatic something they like if you all go when you all rude to teacher and some of our parents say, rude, wait there, come here to me, and do your paper at school and be a... It's all cultural, you just deal with things differently. Hello, Carla, hello. Hello?
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, where go on?
I'm a number, let me make 2 Q in my short.
Yeah, what?
Let me number for 2 Q in my short.
You want to leave your number on my show for 2 cute gear show?
Yeah, man, I'm a friend, me just I hear them up. And a big
so, well on, are your friends? So she don't have your number?
No, she don't have it.
All right, well on, why you have so much echo like you're not talking our phone? You not sound like you're talking our phone. Eh? Robert, stop listening to the radio, no, man. Yo, hang up your phone. Robert! Robert! Robert!
Yeah, me there, man. Me a listen.
Stop listening to the radio when you call, man. How much time if you tell if you stop listening to the radio, man? Lock off the radio when you talk to me, man. You're supposed to know say enough to do that.
No.
Sure, dog, when you do that, you cool up your show, you know. You'll make dead here, and me for day I call you. And you're supposed to know better than the first time you do it.
All right.
What you say, I know?
501 15 22, man.
Robert, we can't hear. What you talking on the phone?
501 15 22.
All right, then, cool. 501 16 22. Too cute, can't call him. All right. Robert, you're going to make me get Bringley 990, man. I know if I him do it, you know, call and they make a radio playing at the background, and because the broadcast delayed, anytime anybody do that, them sit down there wait for hear themselves, and I say, but I'm just say this, I'm not hear this and whatever. And them time the 5 seconds coming like eternity when you have the radio, you know. 5 seconds coming like 2 hours. 5 seconds and, you know, silence or whatever and them something. All right? 876-676-4996. Robert, when you call, don't listen to the radio. As soon as you come on the phone, move her from the radio, dog. Because the next time you do that, a straight hang up. No itching. Because you're going to mash up your show. All right. 876. So, again, you know, people just want to know what we are work with in 990, all right? A couple of things for those who come in after. A Jamaican couple up here, husband and wife. The husband go buy one cat and bring home the cat and whatever, saying one cat for keeping company. And his wife's response was, where you go buy a cat for your man? If you want animal and a dog, you should have buy. Right? And again, that there is for some, there's a Jamaican thing going on there where even though cats and dogs are domesticated in Jamaica across all, across the social spectrum, irrespective of whether they are ghetto or uptown or whatever, it is clear that a ghetto will relate to animals very differently and will most definitely relate to dogs with more affection than we do to cats, particularly the men. So it is socially acceptable for the man them be cool with them dog and pet him. Come Rex, come Rufus, and Ray, and this and that. But the men are generally not as intimate and mushy with the cat. So the wife was basically saying, something is wrong there. But I'm just saying we can explain it culturally. Then later on, him cook some curry goat. Well, several days after him cook some curry goat, and her aunt and her friends were over. And the aunt go ball out. The aunt assumes she cook and start bigger up and I say, boy, you're cooking, turn up, man, you're cooking get much better, man, you're cooking improve, man. This tastes good. To which her husband ball out, no one she cook it to me. and she was upset about that because them have a thing where them look out for each other, and she definitely have firm footing on that, because there were multiple instances where different things come up where could have make him look bad, and she always tell lie for him to make sure say him look good and don't look bad. Always tell lie for him. So her thing was like, yo, if my auntie said that, when you run, go and tell her, say, are you cook for you? Should I just low it, man? Type of thing. So, again, cooking, woman, identity, the elder, the aunt, the significance of that. So, she tell her friend about it now, and I say, yeah, right, no, man, him should have so and so, and him never did that for go ball out and make my auntie know, say, I never me cooking food and whatever. To which her friend say, yeah, I don't know how I go on with them man nowadays, because she referred to fear man, and I say, from what day when him a cook, him a wear apron. Again, people, modern times, I don't worry about them something, but I'm just saying these things can be explained culturally. And what was significant in that mix is when the man wife now, in response to her, say, him did half the apron, which I didn't understand initially. But what she meant was if him did put the apron in a half and tie it round him waist. To which the other woman say, no, I'm never half the apron. Him just put it over him head. And then the wife said, no man, there's nothing wrong with that. If him put the apron the top, when you see the whole apron come down and you tie it at the back. She's saying that is cool. That is okay if a man do that. But what she was saying is, if him did half it now, fold it and just tie it around him waist, she's saying, that wouldn't be cool. So my reaction to that was, I never really get it, because I think like dress, so if him put on the full apron, then him gonna look more so-called feminine, like whatever. But Karen made a good point. Karen said, no, I'm merely woman who you see with half apron at Jamaica. And it's true. I mean, one and two men do it, but it's not a thing for men. It definitely is true. It's not a thing for men. In fact, apron is not a thing for men. But the man, them who do apron, look a chef, them and thing, them have it time. But in general, when it comes to apron and a tie something around you, it's a Jamaican working class thing where you're not going to really find a man a tie something around him waist. That's why when I came to America, and me start par with some American youth, and then this whole thing about bandana. Again, this a come from the 60s and thing up here in America. And thing, the whole tie-dye revolution and all them something. And thing, and the Grateful Dead. And there was a thing with bandana. So it's quite normal. And then African Americans, they're in this thing with them called do-rag. So it's quite common for them, particularly in a society where you have winter and them something, for wear something upon them head. But in Jamaican culture, we just simply refer to that as tired. So when some of my relatives and they see me and my brethren with bandana, their response was, "Dog, what kind of what kind of tired some of that?" Because that was, it was exclusively for women. A woman tie them head, man not tie them in. And the only people we allowed that we knew tie them head in Jamaica was Rasta, particularly the bobo them. And that tie was with a cloth, it was an elaborate tie, African tie or whatever tie. Outside of that, man never tie them head. So again, you have all these things, in terms of culture. They're gendered, and gendered is an academic term basically saying it is ascribed to either male or female. There are certain behaviors that are ascribed to either male or female. But we're seeing now where many of those that, that were rigidly adhered to before, it's no longer the case. But some of them, while we accept that some of them have changed, there is some of them that we still hold on to and say, you know, yeah, go too far now, or she gone too far, or him gone too far, or whatever, in terms of clothes and things and so forth. I was real quick, President. I was going on a date one time up here, and before she come over, you know, she said, "Where we are, whatever this and that," and she said, "Tim's." She said she can put on Tim's. So I said, "Yeah, you can put on Tim's." Unaware to me, I just assumed it was the woman Tim's, the female Tim's she can put on, you know, like them cute, like a sexy Tim's. Only when she come over and one of them tan trang Tim there where them what man wear and whatever, and it was just an immediate turn off for me. Again, stuff's gendered and things and culture and things. Well, what a break, we're soon forward.
Decades of hits from the classics to current tracks. You'll find it all on the Bridge 99 FM, the station for everyone.
New style, yes. New flow, yes.
The Bridge. The Bridge 99 FM to the world.
This is Zion Stewart, and you're listening to my dad, the awesome Ragashanti, on Bridge 99 FM.
Yo. Yeah, man, welcome back up in the juggling. The number is 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996. Well, they have a reasoning about some of these simple but very powerful and significant customs, cultural customs. And in this instance, we have people travel with it because it's an identity thing. So it's who you are. And who you are, you know, is an amalgamation of the meanings you place on things and the way you're supposed to behave in certain settings and what you're supposed to wear and what you're supposed to do and things. And again, just want to remind you that there was another situation where a woman up here, she washed the bathroom rug them with her man jeans them in a washing machine, you know. But she washed the bathroom rug with her man jeans and you know, my question was, is that nasty or is she ignorant? Or perhaps they don't have to be mutually exclusive. She can be nasty in her ignorance. But at the same time, we have reason and I said, why we have to remember though, you know, that some things that we do, them, you know, other people don't do it. Right? There's so much I had to adjust to when I came here in America in terms of what people do up here and what I would never do, you know, when we grew up, you know. Some simple things, you know. You know, say, up here, America, me come, you know, go people yard and sit up on them bed. That just not happen in Jamaica. It's like you just don't do that when you grew up, you know, to sit up on people's bed. You just, you know, me remember like when we just come and sit down, and I'm like, weird. Sit down, and I'm like, yeah, on your bed? Yeah, what's the big deal? You know, and them friends will come over and them will chuck on bed. But, you know, but not talk if I like, you know, your friend, them, you like a high school friend. But just I say when you go people's house, like the right thing to do, you don't sit on people's bed. There's this thing, you don't sit on people's bed. And again, talking about how we relate to things differently is when we grew up a ghetto, you know, you buy furniture that you never use. Or if you use them, furniture are certain plate, certain things. If you use them, one time you use them. One time for the year. Right? How many times have we, I can't tell you how many houses me go and see people. There's this thing, and it's a very British thing, you know. If you get a nice table, and you decorate the table with a plate them, and you have the nice knife and fork, and you have a little nice bowl, matching bowl in the middle of the plate and thing, and you just decorate the right round. And nobody no eat at the table, you know. Nobody no eat at the table. Right? Them always have a little ugly table in our kitchen where everybody eat, or you go outside. But the dining room is not for dining. Yo, the dining room is not for dining. Not to mention, I don't know this. Back in the day, you go buy all the sofa and the living room thing, and you don't take off a plastic. Right? In a hot country, Jamaica. Them time the AC no bus yet. When you do get to sit on the plastic, if you come like here at gym, you better balance up, because if you go shake too, you go slide off on that backside here. You see it? And again, you know, overall, is how you relate to something. And no one can understand it now, because no one know exactly what I talk about. And I don't relate to them things like that anymore. Because they're not that big a deal to you anymore. You know what I mean? So you're going to mash them up, you know, or whatever, you know? But they're not that big a deal to you where you're going to left plastic panties and you're not take off this and that and whatever. Ray. So same way we used to behave, and we have noticed the other people, and when them wear them jeans and T-shirts and them something, they go to certain places where we are dress up and things like that. It just wasn't a big deal to them. You know, it wasn't like a disrespect. Them a disrespect. You know, them relate to funerals different. Them relate to weddings different. Yo, you want to see, get the people overdressed, man. Wedding in the man, backside. When people go out for wedding, you know. I don't know, normal. And we couldn't understand it. Don't we see people in our jeans and one look a sport jacket. No, are the thing. Come on, thing them. Get the people them. It's all about jeans and that sport jacket and this and that and are the thing now, and sneakers them are just like Usher now, and even though some Jamaicans still burn it out. Yo, I'm going to tell you something simple, and you probably don't even going to believe me. I'm going to tell you something simple, and you probably don't believe me. Prezi, let me see if you know this. Prezi, would you believe, so when ghetto people start wear jeans, you could have never see them wear a light blue jeans? You don't believe that? Okay. The jeans have a dark blue. The distinction sound like meaningless, don't? They would have never wear light blue jeans. Right? And no, light blue jeans are the thing. You know, of course, you know, we have gone through a whole heap of them packer rub bands, stone wash, so, you know, the 80s and all. But me I say, 90s, I suppose to say. But even the light blue jeans thing, you know, it was just a cultural difference in the currency, auntie, yeah. Okay. And now, people them time they all have a one shoes in a man, or your good shoes in a man. You clean that in a slow motion in a man. And you put on that in a man. And that there under your bed or someone, you know, come out till night till something nice come up, you know, you're dying for all something nice come up, you know. And you hold on. Hold on. You see all them liberty and people. Raga glitter shirt in at the daytime. You hear that, President? You hear them liberty there? To me tell you, the glitter shirt go barbecue, you know. Let me tell you, first of all, the barbecue, I never like midday or something, you know. It was like, well, some of them it was late afternoon, evening. So it was like dusk. But, that being said, I thought you a chap, Miss Lady. Remember me tell you something I get to, man. It no matter what is style. From a it in a style, get up people that wear it at 12 o'clock a day. You're frightened with some people that some shiny something 11, 12, 1 o'clock a day time. Sun a beat anyway, and worse if I that them one little dress on and one little shirt. What happened to you? You beat and at that time sun for take it. You glitter out clad. Who bossy like you? What happened to you? The one where they take the key at door, the time that me boss, you know, so me understand the thing, you know. But let me tell you something, people. You have one time, some wool thing did around the place. Who remember? Like it's almost like some fall jacket type of thing. It's like what I have on, you know, with some of them something. So on a straight winter jacket, like a puffy winter jacket, you know. But it's like something like this that around the place. Yeah, let me tell you, man. When you say Jamaican, that be that not uptown Jamaican, you know, cause them used to laugh half away, and we never know so them a laugh half away. But you understand, that's them used to boot way up. But when you see Jamaican people them dress up in them, you see how something like this from your way, you know, cause out the kind of the breeze a blow cool and thing. When Jamaican go for beat all them in a sunat and whatever, you know, and water run off of them, you know, them no bit, and nothing a bossy like of them, because them a wear them foreign outfit. And if a jacket I wear, one time, boots take off a Jamaica, you know, man, boots. And the boots, woman them wear some boots to come up all past them knee come up, you know, man. You see when girl go dance and take off that water. What? He coming like said what? He coming like and them a beat it. See and we could have 12 o'clock a day. What do you? It half a wear. Worse a look thing where you get from fine. And worse a it around the place. You know what? No face. Yeah. And this can say them say walk. Okay. Tina, you remember when penny loafers did I wear? I said my mother gave me money for go buy shoes for me and my sister. Girl, go lease and convince my sister to buy the shoes and only one could have. Okay. People, one thing take off a Jamaican named Nitz Ganzi. And Nitz Ganzi, you know, them time that the Clark's thing was always foundation of Jamaica, you know, so Clark's shoes, you know. And this whole thing, this relationship we had with England. And so, when we grew up again, you know, like custom made is the thing now up here for say, you think shot. But back then, custom made was for poor people. So poor people go get them, the woman them go to what we call dressmaker, and the man them go tailor. So we'd have to buy with length for our pants and call it length. The standard length was yard and third. Some of the longer man them get yard and half. Or some man did wear some white pants. So then we get yard and half. So we go buy our pants them and thing, and you dress up in your pants. And you have to make sure so your pants have 4 pockets. Uptown man them would get them pants would all have all 1 back pocket. You could have never that no work at Jamaica. Right? And then the man them now who never have no bottom, and because them want bottom, people are President like, wait, what? No, President, listen to me now. And look on the wall, look what Tina go post and see if I lie me at them. President, the man them will never have no bottom. Like them bottom never, I know it sound away, you can say Jamaica. The thing when I'm used to the present, you get 2 back pocket for your pants, you know, and you have to stuff from 2 big rag in your back pocket pants, you know, whatever, you know. Because, damn, know that me a think about it, you know, so the thing did I go low. People, Tina, post on the page if I lie, me I tell her, anybody who know me attack. President, there was this thing where the man have to stuff up them pocket, man, them back pocket, President. You have to stuff it up with rag. Right? I wish you got in a talk about kerchief. Kerchief, what kind of kerchief? A rag? Tina say, yes, I true. Novlet say 2 towels in your back pocket. You must think I lie, me I tell. And you turn in a old pants or your gabardine. You did a gabardine, did around the place too. You understand? A certain cloth, you know? Yeah, man, and I saw you dress when you're there road. Them time they no get up people now wearing no jeans. And when you wear out the pants, Prezi, you cut the pants. And that you do as a gangster, you know. You cut the pants. But you know, cut it short, you know, Prezi. You have to cut it like a little bit below the knee. Right? And then you can still wear that with all your clocks, you know. Your wallaby clocks or your bank robber clocks or your desert clocks and all these things, yeah? Or you have, you know, you have some man, them would wear some shoes where you can't kick me, kill me and all them things there because them did more up on the bossy side. Them days there. No, but differently still, you know. That stuff back in the back pocket something, you know. And there was a thing too, I see that still there about Sizzler still do it. Right? Certain foundation, man. You know, President, you see that long rag that we are hang out of one of your back pocket. You know, see that? Eh? You never noticed that yet? Seriously? No, man, that was a standard thing, man. You're a general, man. You're a boss, man. If you have like a brand new pants and thing, and you have one rag, right? But one of the rag for your hang down. The rag for your hang down at the back. Them time they are general. But when I say with the England thing now, people, you did have a thing we take off named knit ganzi in a Prezi. Now the knit ganzi really make for the cool winter weather in England, you know. Right? But the Jamaican them go up there go see the knit ganzi bus and just decide say knit ganzi have to wear a Jamaica. But you know, you have some place in Jamaica cool, you know, you go up a Castleton, them time the mandeville cool, you know, cool mandeville. So you have some place cool. But outside of them area there, right? When it's Ganzi did a leak, me say me boil up in that and thing and whatever, but me still have to wear my knit ganzi. Water! You don't even want to dance too tough and whatever and thing like that because you may go faint. You understand? But Nits Ganzi didn't have to wear. And I could have, go out certain day event or whatever, but I'm mostly night event still. But the night them hot, particularly like summer and all them something there. Right? Nits Ganzi didn't have to wear. Them type of winter something there. So when this person arrived me and I talk about Raga, you wear glitter shirt in a day I go barbecue, you're lucky. That's what you know about. Yeah. I have to give thanks. So, basically, me I say people, you know, but they have them cultural differences. You know, again, when me come foreign and me see how Americans all wear pajama come on plane, me shocked to rotted. Now, me wear pajama go on plane too and no care. I mean, I don't do it, but it's like nothing now, you know? And the truth is that many of us are now in a position where the way we relate to clothes, we have access to more clothes now, more shoes now, and things. So while we still, women have a shoes weakness that not change, that is just ingrained. But while we still, give more respect to when newer clothes and when newer this like that, clothes is nowhere near a big deal. Like, you know, dressing clothes is nowhere near a big deal as it was before for many of us. Just as how flying pan plane is nowhere a bigger deal as it was before. Traveling is, you know, things change. But I'm saying, given that things have changed, we now have the opportunity to look back and reflect, and to just you know, remind ourselves of, you know, of how we felt then when we never have it like that, and we are look at other people address and behave certain way, and we didn't have problem with them. I wear jeans go wedding and you know, I wear shirt without tie and jacket, and now it's nothing to us. So, you know, and I'm just saying that perhaps one lesson from this is we can appreciate the differences, and we can say we not do that. I pretty much know everyone I know I listen to me right, you know. And I would have never use a cloth or I use clean the toilet and the bathroom, go but to not wash dishes like the lady and whatever. We not do that. We just not do that. But at the same time, you know, there are certain things when I adjust to now. And one of that I realized in other people was a big deal before, and I realize now, say, I practice it right, I know. So given that reality, perhaps we can be a little bit careful, you know, when we notice some behavioral differences in other people, and then we're quick to judge them and condemn them and say this and that about them and whatever. And just know, say, yo, probably I saw them raised, and it's not a big deal to them. I still can't understand certain things. Like me tell you, a foreign me come see people say they have never in all them life, adults say them never use a wash rag yet when them a bathe. Them just use the soap. You know what I mean? Say them nasty. I just saw them raised. We raised different. Our mother at some point that drum in our head, bathe properly, rub back your ears, and that, ray. Blah, 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 and give you a good scrub down and so you for beard. Beard is after you know beard. And we were just raised differently, you know. But you know means that we have to go judge them now and say, nasty people, them are dirty people, them quite all right, them comfortable, them happy. And if them happy, we should just be happy for them, right? If them just beard with soap alone. You understand? We just be happy for them and this for them thing there, all right? Anyway, people, big up on yourself. When you don't know the levels and things, make sure so you go over Ragashanti TV on YouTube and TamFam TV on YouTube and subscribe to them two channels. And my two channels them there, all right? One name Ragashanti TV, one name TamFam TV. Subscribe to them, click the subscription. You see, going to say subscribe, and then you're going to see one bell there. Click the bell too. Click the bell too. The bell is for notifications, all right? Do that for me. Subscribe to them. And take care, and of course, I'll be back on Wednesday right here on the Bridge 99 FM, right? Broadcasting from the IrieJam studios here in New York. I'll be back here on Wednesday, same time. And do remember this Thursday, 1 o'clock, free up. Oh, I'm going to figure out how to fix the stereo thing with the microphone. I never stop till I fix it and thing. I've always been able to do them things myself, you know. I just don't have the time, you know. So Thursday we're good. Again, Thursday 1 o'clock on Ragashanti TV. Free up the realest Jamaican talk show. That's Ragashanti TV on YouTube. That's this Thursday. 1 o'clock New York time, 12 noon Jamaica time. So make sure someone come in for that. The realest Jamaican talk show. Big up on yourself, people. Take care of yourself. Enough love and blessings. And thing, all right? And about the iron and put no seam in on the jeans. Anybody who still do that, them days they're done. You see me? Robert, nobody go iron your jeans and put no seam in it. All right, people, bless up on yourself, man. Road.
Decades of hits from the classics to current tracks. You'll find it all on the Bridge 99 FM, the station for everyone.